welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Per usual, I'm excited to jump into today's pick a card because today we are doing a reading on when will you get married and who you're getting married to. So we're just kind of like get anything we can about that. So my Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading with me, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. But we have group 1 with the Finchonite crystal points. We have group 2 with the Apatite crystal point. We have group 3 with the Bloodstone crystal point. And we have group 4 with the Sunstone crystal points. And there's that one. So like I said, you guys, pause the video if you need more time with the piles to make your decision, but we are just gonna jump right in. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Finchonite crystal point, this is your reading. Tapping into marriage for you to see when will you get married and who you're getting married to. So let's just jump right in. Group 1, we are using the Santa Muerte Tarot for you today. But let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, messages regarding marriage for group 1. Messages regarding marriage for group 1. Immediately we have your feelings are valid that just came up. So to be honest, group 1, I feel like you've already met the person that you thought that you were going to get married to, or the person that you saw like as your future wife, husband, partner. Your feelings are valid represents that there are like some sort of unresolved or just feelings of sadness, even if you have resolved your feelings and you've done work to figure things out. There's still feelings of this isn't fair almost I'm getting. We have the end of a chapter and a bigger picture is at play. So Spirit is saying, honestly, I'm hearing higher calling. I'm hearing destiny as well. So I'm getting an energy where it's like that person, perhaps they didn't grow enough to be able to support your destiny. And that is one of the most important things when you're looking for a partner. That's why a lot of people say like, you should figure out your life purpose or your destiny, whatever it is first. Because that way you know what kind of life you're going to live moving forward, and you'll know the kind of partner that you need in order to support you. So when you're dating, it's a lot easier to navigate through people because it's like, okay, is this person in alignment with the future, that I'm meant to have or not? It's kind of easier. So I'm feeling like this was a stepping stone, group 1. And there is a bigger picture at play. We'll get into that. But as far as marriage for you, I feel like you guys are kind of in a healing process or a confused process. I keep hearing this isn't fair. So I feel like something has happened that actually shook up your situation versus, oh, I've just kind of met someone and they weren't for me, another disappointment. It feels kind of bigger than that. It's either a string of multiple disappointments or, like I said, just something bigger. We have you are worthy, and then we have keep moving. And then we have be patient, be still. So surprisingly enough, Spirit wants you to be exactly where you are. So that's making me feel like, you meeting the person that you will marry is coming through soon. Also, honestly, for some of you, you may still have a chance with that person that you have your mind on, and Spirit is telling you be patient, be still, like either to be receptive to the messages or to have the person that you are meant to be with come into your life, or be patient, be still, don't make any rash decisions. So you're still in alignment and ready to go, ready to move forward once that person person comes back. We have you are worthy and keep moving. So keep moving is actually giving me like a physically active energy in a very literal sense, where some of you have started on a health journey and you've kind of reached a plateau, or you're just feeling like, why am I even doing this? You know, I don't have anyone, you know, to look good for, or like I'm tired of living for other people. And Spirit is saying like, this is for you. This is a part of your journey. And keep going, keep glowing up, keep moving, keep continuing to reach your goals. Allow yourself to feel how you feel. If you need to take a week off, take a week off. I know I get that way whenever I work out and I get like on a workout regimen, even if I really love it and it becomes natural to me, a part of my habit. If I don't take a break here and there, I start to feel like I'm abusing my divine feminine, you know, and she's feeling like she's being run ragged and she's not being listened to and honored. And so I have to slow down. So take the time you need, but keep moving. I do feel like I'm hearing Breathing by Ariana Grande. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. Like, keep going, keep going. And then we have You Are Worthy. And I love that this card has like the Queen symbolism here, because I do feel a very strong Phoenix energy with you guys. And I'm hearing reemergence. And I feel like you're going to reemerge better than ever. But it's almost giving me like you're emerging as your true form. I really do feel like the relationship that you've been in, it kind of broke you, a lot of you, but it's causing you to like shed that skin and become the butterfly. So as far as marriage for now, it seems like you're going to meet the person that you're going to marry rather soon. Let me get clarity on what that looks like. For you, it could be someone of the past. It could be someone completely new. So I'm going to use this deck to clarify. Spirit, how is marriage coming through for group 1? How is marriage coming through for group 1? It's funny because we got the options card here. So you're going to have multiple options in love. And I feel like that's why Spirit is telling you to continue to remain loyal to yourself, continue to stay on the course that you finally found, because we have progress and loyalty. Loyalty says dedication to love. At the bottom of progress, it says forward movements in love. So I do see that your love life is going to kick off soon. It's funny because this is reminding me of something very specific. During the last Mercury retrograde, so you guys know I have an Etsy shop, and there's this thing called Star Seller. And I was literally like less than a week from getting the Star Seller badge, which gets my shop more attention and da 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 da. But I'm in my Etsy shop as normal, checking to see if I had any new orders, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me add free shipping. Like, even though it's a digital item, I added free shipping, but that changed the way that the Star Seller was weighed for me, and I basically started back at square one. That minor change. I didn't have to do anything else. I didn't have to tweak it. I was literally a week before guaranteed I was gonna get Star Seller, and it weighs the last 3 months. So now I have to wait another 3 months before I can even have the possibility of becoming eligible for it again. But I was 7 days away from having it, and last retrograde was like terrible. Am I right? Like, it was freaking actually horrible. Retrogrades don't always affect me, but that one did, and I think it was a combination of everything going on astrologically, but this just reminds me of that. Spirit is telling you to stay still. There's no other tweaks and adjustments you have to do. It's better for you to keep busy or start new goals, spend time doing, immersing yourself in things like, that make you happy, just living life really. Taking yourself on a picnic or trying a new activity, immersing yourself in something, especially if you have like somewhat of an addictive personality where you have like different things that you're obsessed about for like a couple months and then you like never look at it again. Spirit is saying this is a good time for that. Because if you start to change your course and you don't, be patient and be still, you're going to move out of alignment. You guys, I'm hearing 2 years for you. I keep hearing 2 years. I do have cards of time that I'm going to use today, but I feel like your husband, wife, partner is going to be someone that you do not know, someone who you don't have any foundation with built. And I just keep getting this energy of spirit telling you to stay still. And again, you're going to be able to take your pick. We have options and balance, many different possibilities, walking the middle path with balance. So spirit's going to put a few people in your path, and you're going to be able to say, okay, I want this one. And it just reminds me of that point where I was in my journey, where it's like, I literally already had it. It was already promised to me. I planted the seeds months before. I'd been working on it since the beginning of the year. I'd been working on it for months already. Everything was already done. And I'm like, oh, let me do this to make it better. And it didn't make it better. It put me completely out of alignment with getting what was already promised to me. And now I have to wait for it to start all over. So a lot of times we feel like we're helping, but really we're just resetting the clock. And spirit told me to tell you about that. So we have new crush and intimacy. Someone has a crush, intimacy, closeness, and connections. I feel like something that really matters to you is that you have emotional intimacy with your partner. Let me see what the cards of time say. And then we'll get more about who they are. In the near future. Yeah, I was feeling that. We have don't wait. And then we have April. You guys may be born in April. You may be meeting this person in April. Like I said, I kept hearing 2 years, in the next 2 years, but that was like, you're going to be married within the next two years. So I see things happening very fast. Shoot, your marriage can be in April, but we have in the near future. And then we have the number 8 that could represent August. That could also represent the 8th of the month. You could be born on the 8th. They could be born on the 8th. That's what we got for cards of time. I definitely feel like things are going to change for you rather quickly. Spirit, what else do you want them to know? Oh, I love it. We got the Justice card that fell out for you guys. First card out of the tarot deck for you, and it is the Justice card. And you know what's funny? I was hearing karma when I was shuffling these cards, and there is a karma card in this deck, so I was like, oh, I wonder if that's going to come out. But I do feel like, and I have felt like since the beginning of your reading, that something happened. I don't feel like it's just like, a small frustration. I feel like something big happened that was an injustice, that was unfair to you. Something was promised to you and it was taken away or moved or shifted. And everyone has free will. So if Spirit says, I'm promising you that you're going to get into a marriage, or if that has been something promised to you, and you're with someone and you're about to get married, and then all of a sudden it seems like that person is having cold feet, everyone has free will. So Spirit can't force them to marry you. And you don't want to be with someone who's forced to be there anyways, because they're never going to show up as that lovey-dovey person that's going to give you the marriage that you want. But I feel like Spirit's just like, all right, let's get them out of the way and let's put someone else new in the way. And that's what happens a lot of times when people don't show up as the best version of themselves, which I feel like has something to do with it. But I'm also getting third party energy. We have the Emperor in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So I do feel like the Devil was at play. We do have it here. It came out, but I just get this energy from Spirit where Spirit is reiterating, it doesn't matter what it was that broke you guys up. I feel like, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you've gone through a breakup with someone recently and you're blaming it on a third party. This relationship ended because of the third party, but what you can't see is that Spirit put that third party in the way because that was the only way that you guys were going to break up. Maybe everything about them wasn't working or everything about the relationship was trash, but you were committed to making it work. Spirit is saying you wouldn't have ever experienced the relationship you really wanted. You would have always been just trying to make progress at making the relationship better, and it never would have got there. So the third party was actually something thrown in by Spirit just to like cause the official breakup. I do feel like there was a big thing that did happen. I do feel like shit hit the fan for you guys, but I don't feel like that thing is the cause of the breakup per se. I feel like the cause of the breakup is like you guys weren't working, or you guys weren't compatible, or they were only supposed to be a lesson. They were never going to be that marriage person. They never showed up that way. We got the Emperor in reverse as well. And then the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is an energy of you guys hanging on to a cycle because you feel like the reason that it ended is not the reason that it ended. Like, I feel like you guys may be hanging on to a cycle. Like, if that third party didn't interfere, I would still have a healthy, happy relationship. But did you have a healthy, happy relationship before that? And if you did, you couldn't have had that healthy, happy relationship because that person chose someone else at the end of the day. So you weren't their person. They didn't choose you. So you wouldn't have had that happy relationship in a way. So there's kind of just like this energy of spirit saying that person wasn't going to be able to give you what you had asked for. So they had to go. And yeah, we got the Tower, the Hierophant, and the Fool. Oh my God. The Tower and the Fool, first of all, the Tower always represents like dismantling things, coming to the end, to an end. The Fool card is a new beginning. So I feel like Spirit's saying, okay, this is what you're asking for, but this is what's in your life now. You may have been asking for marriage, but you had been in a partner with someone, and Spirit is like, that person's never going to give you a marriage. That person's going to give you a baby and make you a single mom. Like, who knows the way things would have ended. But I definitely get that energy super strong with you guys, where it's like the life you thought you would have had is not the life you would have had if you would have remained in that situation or with that person. There's just like such a strong energy here where Spirit is saying, you asked for that, and I can't guarantee that with any one person, but if you ask for marriage, I am going to deliver. I can't guarantee marriage with that person because we all have free will. So if they choose to be with someone else, they honored their soul and their spirit in the moment, and they felt that that person was a better match for them. So, you know, I got to put you with someone else, but I will still follow through. So there's very like painful, I get such a Phoenix energy with you guys though. I get a lot of Aries energy with this spread too, where it's like, I don't feel like you guys, like, I feel like you can take it. There's an energy here of anger and frustration and impatience, but also understanding. I feel like you guys are very mature. I get like a spicy energy here with you guys where it's like, no, it's not fun. But at the end of the day, you've gotten through things that many people, I wouldn't say couldn't go through, but I don't know, not with finesse like you guys. So we got the Six of Swords in reverse. Spirit is saying you have the perfect conditions. And this is what I've been learning a lot in my personal life. That Three of Pentacles, you see how he's watering his garden? You've planted the seeds. And now Spirit is telling you to stay planted, because the Six of Swords is a card of travel, surrender, and moving on. And you do need to surrender, but stay in the same position because you're watering your seeds. You've already planted them. And Spirit is saying once you have the perfect conditions, they will sprout. And this Hierophant card tells me, I'm not telling you guys anything that you don't know. Like I said, I find that you guys get very, like you may get very frustrated. But at the end of the day, one thing about you, you're still going to do what needs to be done to get from point A to point B. You're still going to stand 10 toes in whatever you're being presented with to get where you've wanted. And Spirit is saying you have the perfect conditions. Don't go in messing up the plan or deviating or doing, you know, something that's going to get you totally out of alignment. Let's see what your future partner is like, the person you're getting married to. Oh my God, that is chilling. In the beginning of your reading, I kept hearing Destiny in the first card out of this deck to tell me, oh, I need to like adjust my camera settings. The first card that comes out of this deck to tell me about your person is the Destiny card. We have the Camella with Destiny. It says, it's not in the stars that hold our destiny, but within ourselves. And I absolutely stand that for you guys. I feel like your entire journey has been about destiny. It's been about different experiences leading you to your partner. We have the asters and the clematis, elegance and patience, and then intelligence and mental beauty. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Exactly. Intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of our future. So your person that you're going to marry, they're very intelligent. It's giving, you know, Gemini, Libra energy. I feel like this person is intelligent, and they're also a lover of beautiful things. They may be into architecture, traveling, seeing new places, learning about new things. This person, I feel like, loves to travel, and they also love to go to places that they've never been. So they want to explore like every part of the city. And I'm seeing someone I'm seeing you guys pick out of a bowl, like appetizers, main course, dessert, drinks. Or I guess drinks would be first. Drinks, appetizers, and there's like different restaurants on the pieces of paper, and you're trying, you know, going to all these different places, and you're getting, you know, drinks at the first place, appetizers, da 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 da. Very cute, very exploratory energy. We have the sacred lotus and the nastratum. Enlightenment with the sacred lotus. It says no mud, no lotus, and that is 1000% true. Victory and conquest. This person has a lot of masculine energy. This person is a go-getter. This person cares for their family. They want to make a way for their family. Very motivated by their family. It says, he who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Your person has not only been through things themselves, but they have overcome obstacles just like you have been through. They've done that work. And I feel like you had a false twin, false soulmate, or false person in your life with this Emperor in reverse that you thought you were going to marry at a previous point in your journey. But they wouldn't show up as that person who would also stand 10 toes against whatever opposition that you guys face and face it together with you. They would falter. They would allow things to go to the wayside. You know, like say, for an example, you guys live together. If you guys were a week away from the first of the month and you didn't have enough money to pay rent, this person would check out, start drinking, start drowning in their sorrows, whereas you stand up 10 toes and you're like, no, we have to pay the rent. We are not going to stop. Even if it's past the first, we're going to keep working so that we can pay it and keep our home. I'm just getting there's two different frequencies between you and that person, and I don't feel like that person was the person that can stand 10 toes in a marriage with you, especially if they failed the freaking relationship. We're just boyfriend, girlfriend, basically playing house, and you can't even handle that. Why would you want to be tethered to that for life? You know, maybe it was the previous point of the journey you have with them that you wanted to settle back to, or maybe it was just, you know, the familiarity that you craved. But I feel like you outgrew someone. So that's what I have for you, group one. Like I said, in the next 2 years, I do see you getting married, but I do feel like you're going to meet your partner rather soon. I'm getting like an any day now energy. You've already got the perfect conditions. It's literally just a matter of time. And that's what they're like, an equal, definitely an equal. So yeah, that's what I have for you. My Etsy is linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, you can find me there. But that is what I have for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, group two with the Apatite Stone. This is your reading. When are you getting married, and what is your future partner, husband, wife? What are they like? So let's get into it, Spirit. This is for group two with the Apatite Stone. Tell me about their journey to marriage, their path to marriage. Where are they in the journey? What's going on for group two? So first of all, we got yes, and I'm hearing answered prayer. Oh my God. Okay, you guys have a lot of active energy right away. This is such a different energy from group one. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I did not know what to expect with this reading after I saw how group one unfolded. So I'm like, wow, to get just like a stone cold yes. I feel like some of you guys were asking a question, not literally as if this is a yes or no reading, because it's not a yes or no reading, but you were asking a question. When you clicked your pile, there was something you were asking in your head, like, I wonder if I'm going to get married in this, or I wonder if this is true that I heard. I'm going to watch this pile to see if that's true. And I Spirit came through. That's the first card that came out for you, is the yes card. So Spirit came through immediately answering that question. And then we have take a chance, take a risk. So for some of you, I'm feeling like there's a move, and I heard to the city. So take a chance, take a risk. I feel like you've been called to move to another city. You feel like that's where your future partner is going to be. It's more of an energy of feeling like the city that you're in just doesn't have people in it that are in alignment with you in some way. Maybe you feel that you have a higher calling. We have you already know the answer, literally. We keep getting all this confirmation like you guys have asked something and that is being answered here. So we have, you already know the answer. I keep getting this energy like you guys have asked a question. Let me see if I can put this over here. You guys can't see it, but the camera keeps focusing on her face, so you can still see what it says up there, but I don't know why it was her face it kept focusing on. We have, you are worthy, and it is what it is. So there's this energy of, I won't say sadness, but just kind of feeling like, a little bit of an energy of, I wish I didn't have to do so much, to, I wish I wasn't called to do so much, or I wish that this isn't what it is for me. Like there's an energy of you guys feeling overwhelmed and a bit tired, like, man, I've been doing so much work, or I've had to put so much energy into my journey, you know, with this it is what it is energy. That's just kind of like this melancholy type of acceptance that Spirit's kind of like coming in with here. We got yes, take a chance, take a risk. You already know the answer, so you do know what you need to do. And then we got the double confirmation, like, well, is that a yes to this question? Spirit's like, you already know the answer to the question, and it's yes. And I feel like some of you guys are really feeling like, man, with every date that you have in your current city or your current space, or every experience that you have, everything that happens, like outside of you, even in the outside world, it's just like giving you more and more of a feeling like, man, I need to get out of here. I need to pursue my dreams, because who knows the way that things are even going. Like there's this energy of that kind of here. And then with this, it is what it is. That's kind of like an energy of, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of time to move on, and an energy of acceptance here. We do have take a break, you deserve it. So I don't feel like you have to go right away. And for those of you who haven't been called to somewhere new, even if you had a period of solitude, even if you've had a period of not dating anyone, you know, not doing anything, not having anything pop off, I still get with that Spirit is saying you haven't programmed your break though. You haven't been intentional about your break, so you don't feel well rested. You still feel like you were exactly where you were when you started, not feeling rejuvenated, not feeling like you have a stronger sense of self or understanding. So intentionally take a break. And, you know, this would be a really good time to do some journaling and shadow work, and really like figuring out your next plan and tying up any loose ends that you have internally. We have get out of your mental. So I feel like you're in your head, but again, it's just like an energy of not focusing on, you know, things that are getting you from point A to point B. It's like you're replaying the past like a cassette versus, you know, doing like shadow work or any work or making any progress here. There's kind of this energy with you guys of you're kind of stuck in the past, or wanting to hang on to what was, wanting to like, it's like you know that you should move, or you're being called to move on from something, but you're thinking about the past like a cassette. No way, the past life card literally just, past love card literally just flipped over. A lover from your past, you know, literally thinking about how the past went and all the different ways that it could have gone differently. But Spirit's saying that wasn't your destiny, or it would have happened. So we have decisions and success. Now it's time to like regroup and make the move that's going to put you in a position to live out your future or your actual destiny, because that wasn't your destiny. Weighing the options at the bottom of decisions. At the bottom of success, it says dreams come true. So I feel like there's a huge decision to be made that is affecting when you'll get married. We have the options card, many different possibilities. Some of you guys are feeling called to go back to an ex, and unfortunately I feel like that person is waiting for you with open arms. I feel like it's very karmic, a relationship that won't ever get to marriage, that won't go there because it's just not your person, and you have been shown time and time again that it's not your person. But there's this attachment, and also this attachment to the older version of yourself that you have to detach from and mourn as well. And it's affecting when you'll get married, because if you go on another cycle with this person, say that's 3 more years, okay, that's likely like 5 years probably until you'll get married. Or if you decide to let them go, okay, say you spend the year purging, new love comes through. We got healing and new love, so new love comes through, you could get married in a year, you know. But I do feel like your timeline is conditional depending on what you do. From the way it looks, I do feel that Spirit is saying it's best in your best interest to heal, be intentional about the healing, not just take time, not dating, but actually be intentional about healing and you know, kind of see, the healing kind of puts you in a place where you have the blank canvas. Once you have the blank canvas, then you program, or you start to color, you know, your canvas. You start to create a picture. You start to create a life for yourself again. So I feel like you guys do have some healing to do from a past relationship, intentional healing, and actually to officially let this person go, whether that's through a cord cutting ritual, a conversation, a decision, writing it out loud, admitting to Spirit, or just actually letting them go, is kind of what's needed at this point, so that you guys can really see your full potential. Returning to a healthy balance at the bottom of healing, a brand new love connection at the bottom of new love. It's looking like Spirit is saying new love for you is the best way to go. The person that you'll marry is likely someone that is new, that comes through after a period of healing. And also, if this is the part of your journey that you've just walked out of, then I would say this will come sooner rather than later. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about when it comes to being intentional. We have the clarity card. I don't see that you guys have reached that clarity where it's like, okay, everything makes sense. I know why this happened. And I'm made anew again. You know, it's the clarity that comes with being intentional. And then we have distance, space between two in love. So that's making me feel like your future partner is in another city. Let me pull from the cards of time to get some more about time. Spirit, tell me anything you can about the timing of all of this. We have in the near future, we have Aries. I feel like there's a change being made that is really shifting your destiny and putting you in alignment with someone new. We have Leo season. We got Wednesday. Spirit, a couple more for group 2. Oh, and we got another one that flipped, so I will take it. Within the next few years, the last one just came out. Wednesday and Thursday may be really specific days for you, or really important days for you. Wednesday and Thursdays may be your power day, depending on what you're trying to manifest. I would look up to see what planets rule Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know off the top of my head. And maybe working with those planets or deities associated with those planets is something that will help you on your journey. But we do have Wednesday and Thursday. You may have classes Wednesday and Thursday. I'm feeling like Wednesday and Thursday being significant. Maybe those are your days off. So those are your days that you have where you can actually date or something like that. We got 10, the number 10, or sorry, nope, it's the number 1. It's the number 1. All of the cards, they go up like this. So it's the number 1, the first of the month. That could also represent January. I'm also feeling like going back to square one. I'm feeling an energy of you guys. Again, I just keep feeling this moving, like new beginning, full card energy, you know. We have in the next few years. So as far as when you're getting married, I would definitely say that's accurate, especially after seeing things being so conditional, depending on if you end up back in that cycle or if you choose to let that person go. If you do choose to let that person go, I still feel like in the next few years is accurate, because I feel like letting that person go will put you in a position where you're like, well, I kind of have nothing to lose, and in a position where you're more willing to make like changes, big changes. We also have in the near future. So for some of you, I feel like you guys, this is a kind of a, what's the word I want to use? Like a diverse group where it's like your timelines are all, you're not exactly like, you guys are on journeys. This is the definition of a journey type of spread, because it's not like, oh, you guys are just, you know, meeting someone and it's very simple for you. Your journey is also heavily affecting your love life. So that's something to always be mindful of, so you don't put so much pressure on yourself. For you, love is kind of secondary to your journey. But in the near future, I do feel like a decision will be made that will put you in alignment with your partner within the next few years. We got a lot of fire sign energy, Aries and Leo season. So that's March 21st to April 19th for Aries season. And then July 23rd to August 22nd for Leo season. So let's see what the tarot has to say, and then we'll get more on what your partner is like. Spirit, what else can you tell me? What do we need to know? What does group 2 need to know? Yeah, there's a project being scrapped, or some sort of like an adjustment, a realignment. We got the Death card, the Judgment card, and the Hermit, and the Six of Wands. So that's exactly what I was talking about, you know, intentional hermit mode. The thing about the Hermit is very wise. The Hermit knows a lot. The whole Hermit knows secrets, a lot of secrets of the universe, about people. And it's because the solitude is spent intentionally to learn more about yourself, to grow, to heal, not to just be alone. And I feel like some of you have just been alone for quite a while, but you've been alone waiting or hoping that something would come back together, or that something would magically happen. And Spirit is wanting you to like integrate yourself back into your journey. We have the Death card and the Judgment card here. You know, the Judgment card actually talks about some sort of divine hand on your situation. So I don't feel like it's all up to you. I don't feel it's like it's just, oh, action, 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 just take action, action, action. A lot of times you have to be receptive, because action without revelation leads you down paths that just were never supposed to be for you, and will take you completely out of alignment. So with you guys, Death card, I feel like there's an official decision to be made as far as like you letting someone go, and then taking action on releasing that person. So you can decide to let someone go, but action would look like you doing a cord cutting ceremony to separate you from that person energetically, for you to get a journal and to start to journal and be intentional about processing that person, you know, looking online for resources, YouTube videos or online articles, like starting like how to get rid of someone if you don't know, how to separate from someone, how to let them go, like to put in that actual energy towards the separation and being intentional. And then we have the Judgment card here. So I feel like your journey is going to lead you, for me, it really feels like career. But for a lot of you, it's going to be more, life purpose doesn't feel like the perfect way to explain it, because I see you guys like really living life. I'm seeing you guys in a city just enjoying your life. And it's almost like money just comes to you. So I guess I don't know exactly what position you would be in, how you would be getting supported, because I'm like, how do you guys have money, but I don't really see you working per se. the best way to explain this would just to be doing something you love or having like your dream job, your dream position, work that does not feel like work. We have the Knight of Swords. This is going after your goals and getting to know yourself and kind of learning what your goals are. You know, Spirit is saying we're moving into a period of being intentional. Marriage for you guys seems to be something that is happening within the next few years. I would say 3 to 5 years you'll be married. And if you're fairly young, that's not so bad. Like if you're 20 watching this video, being married by 25 is kind of like, for a lot of people, the goal. So we have the Ace of Wands. You'll be able to move forward once you get your footing. 8 of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse is just kind of like being at a standstill. Page of Pentacles in reverse is an energy of not having had planted your seeds yet. So that means you haven't made the move to the new city that is putting you in alignment with the higher path, or you haven't been intentional about your healing or whatever it is for you that's being asked of you to do so that you can be in alignment with it hasn't been done yet. So Spirit is saying like, we got to do this the right way. And then Ace of Wands, once everything is in alignment, things are gonna like, I'm seeing the dragster. If you've ever been to Cedar Point in Ohio, it's an amusement park. I just saw the dragster take off. It's like an energy of woo, like being shot forward. Spirit, tell me about their future partner. What are they like? We got the bellflower with gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings us peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. So Spirit is saying that the relationship with your future partner is going to give you so much perspective and understanding of why you had to do all of this work. Someone you can be genuinely grateful for as well. We have the Phlox with unanimity and harmony. So you guys get along with your future partner very well. And also you literally move as one. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. And that's exactly what I was feeling like. You guys getting that inner clarity, making the decision to, heal or make whatever changes, be intentional about healing and your personal growth and getting back in alignment is putting you in alignment with that Judgment card energy, the natural flow of Spirit kind of coming in, doing its part. You know, you doing your part is putting you in alignment with the universe so Spirit can do Spirit's part of the journey. We have the anemone with anticipation. I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. And that's like the thing. There's a thing here happening. And I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm like, how are they having so much money and stability come in, but I don't see you doing anything? Like, I don't see you working like a normal job. I was seeing someone in some sort of fashion related thing. I was seeing someone in some sort of like event planning type of thing, but it feels like something that you're really good at that you didn't go to school for or didn't work for. It's kind of like your journey just puts you in alignment and puts you in position to do something that you haven't earned the proper like certification to do. So there's a lot of like Spirit coming together with all of the elements. Like, you're being dressed by the birds and the mice like Cinderella. It's just like, you know, you're being made to be a princess by the environment around you without necessarily putting in the work for it. So it's kind of hard to explain, but with the anticipation card, I just get this energy that both of you have been looking for each other lifetime after lifetime, and you're finally meeting each other, and Spirit's saying, you know, honestly, you probably have more to do than they do. A lot of times we feel like, the partners we end up with, they got so much work to do. But with this one, I'm feeling like it may be more of you really taking that leap of faith. We have the Sweet Pea with blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open the doors to where, it says follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. It reminds me of that, Harry Potter, the first movie, I'm pretty sure, where they're in the train station and they have to run through like the brick wall, and that gets them to the alternate universe. That is the magical quality to your spread that I've been feeling here. It's like this doesn't make sense, or there's opportunities and I'm not seeing the logistics of how it happened. And whenever we get that energy, there's magic. Whenever I get that energy, there is magic. And that is what Spirit is saying for you. You know, there's magic, there's things happening and being in line for you that are unexplainable, that cannot be seen by a reader, that cannot be seen by, you know, anyone, that can only be experienced, because it isn't necessarily fair, and it is an elusive, magical quality. And yeah, that's what I see for you guys. So I can definitely say you'll feel one with your partner. There's a lot of anticipation for them. You'll feel grateful for them, and this person will please you in every way. But there's a lot that can't even be explained through words. Even once you're in this relationship, it'll be hard for you to explain what makes you so happy and why you feel so content with your partner. It's just kind of like a feeling and experience. So yeah, that is what I have for you, group 2. Keep your head up, do the work, and it's yours. My Etsy shop is in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Bloodstone Crystal Point, this is your reading. When are you getting married? When are you getting married? And what is your future spouse like? We are going to get into that today. So let's see. Spirit, this is for group 3 with the Bloodstone Crystal Point. Knock, knock. What is their marriage timeline looking like? Where are they at for group 3? This is for group 3. Ooh. Interesting. You guys are definitely, I feel like you have a lot of resilience and you have a lot of personal power, and you've used your personal power to achieve a lot of success in your life. And let me just make this clear. Success is not about fame and fortune and notoriety. Success is about living the life that you want to live. I don't know why this channeling is coming through like so early for you guys, but you may have someone around you who thinks that success looks different than you would say success looks like for you. And Spirit is saying that is someone who is heavily influenced by kind of pack mentality or the matrix or the system. So Spirit's kind of telling me to pay them no mind, because even on the success card, doesn't it look like there's like flashing lights, like she's being surrounded by paparazzi? She looks gorgeous, like she's a socialite or a model, or, you know, an actress, an entertainer, something like that. Success can be you living in the house of your dreams, not having to worry about inflation because you have enough money. Success does not have to mean that you are pursuing fame, fortune, notoriety, or whatever, you know, the masses think you should be concerned about. So I don't know why that's coming up for you, but right away, that was just like a channeling for you. Another thing, it's okay to reach out for help came out. This is giving me an energy that the energy is tough around you. And I do know that that is true collectively. There have been a lot of changes happening in the world, putting people in different positions that they would have been in, that would have helped you at a previous point of your journey. So like, say for an example, you did want to be famous or something like that, and Spirit spoke to you and told you that you were going to receive the fame that you had been working for. Because of certain things happening in the collective, changing other people's path means your path will also change, because whatever was in alignment before is not. The person that was going to give you your big break or get you from point A to point B is no longer in the same spot, because they've been affected by recent events and what's going on in the world. So Spirit is saying, like, it's time that you work with a specific ancestor, archangel, deity, entity even if it's spirit itself or Ra, you know, sun god, like whatever. I just get an energy of you're being called to work with a higher power specifically to manifest your path to marriage and beyond marriage. We have what are you waiting for and face your inner demons. So with you guys, I feel like you may be afraid of your own power. You may feel like maybe you grew up religious. There's something here about you guys feeling like there is something demonic about trusting a higher power or a power outside of you or archangel, or you're afraid. You don't want to sign a contract with like a spirit that you know nothing about. You don't want to end up like, you know, in some sort of negative situation. Or your demon could be, if I let someone else have control of this part of the journey, I am surrendering having this thing. You know what I mean? Like for an example, if you want to get married and you know, you've been doing everything that you can to put yourself in alignment with marriage, you may feel that if you surrender and if you admit, okay, I've done everything that I could do, now I have to allow it to come in. You may feel that that surrender means that you're never going to get what you had been working towards. Like you may feel that surrender actually feels like failure to some degree to you, or forfeiting what it is that you want. And Spirit is saying that is not true. But what is important for you is that you're on your own unique path doing this marriage thing. And I feel like you're I keep wanting to relate this back to your life. Spirit is really calling me towards your life and your destiny. But this is a marriage reading, so I'm going to try to keep it on topic regardless of Spirit trying to speak on other things. And Spirit is saying, you know, we have carve your own path at the bottom of the deck. For you, your path is very unique and the collective energy is very tough right now. So if you don't carve your own path, you're going to be waiting significantly longer than you should be. That's so funny. Carve your own path literally came back out. So that's definitely something important for you. And we have, it is what it is. So Spirit's kind of saying you've seen that, you know, not doing this, you've hit a wall, or you've seen like, regardless of what you try, you know, it may feel like you're getting somewhere for a little while, but you just keep ending up back in the same space. So we have be patient, be still, and stand your ground. You know, and I feel like standing your ground is talking about you. Standing your ground against yourself and trusting and knowing that everything you've experienced has shown you that outsourcing this is not, does not mean that you're getting farther away from it, or that you won't end up where you want to be, that you won't get married. You're not forfeiting or surrendering because you're releasing control to a higher power. We also have be patient, be still. So Spirit is like, you're working, and you're not getting any of the revelation. So your action isn't even inspired at this point. And that's a huge reason why it hasn't been, you know, having any sort of positive effect. That's why the work that you've been doing is not seeming to work at all anymore. Spirit revealed to me very early on that action without revelation is not useful or helpful. Taking action is not always the solution, because if you're not still connecting to your feminine energy, connecting to your receptivity, allowing yourself to receive blessings, but also revelation and understanding, without that understanding, first of all, nothing is going to make sense. And second of all, you're not going to get the message that's tailored to you as far as what to do. Because I feel like you guys have been working on like maybe your femininity, but not in the genuine way, more in a, oh, if you're feminine, you should act like this kind of way. And that's not what femininity is about at all. Femininity is not about playing dress up. Femininity is a very strong force to be reckoned with. And I feel like Spirit is telling you that there's a piece of the puzzle that you're missing. We have focus and secret events. I feel like Spirit is telling you to quiet your mind and find a certain frequency, or quiet your mind so that you can get a certain revelation. Focus says zeroing in on the target, and secret events says private happenings. I feel like you're going to end up marrying someone that you wouldn't meet unless you were to get like the tip on them. And the tip on them is in your own mind. The tip on them is found through silent contemplation and like meditation. I don't know how to explain this, but I see your power really growing. And like I said, like this is a marriage reading, but Spirit keeps wanting to make this about your life. You know, a lot of people feel like the goal is to become a millionaire. The goal is to get as much money as you can. But the truth is, you can have all the money in the world and still not be able to afford certain experiences or meet certain people, because there's no amount of dollars that can make someone welcome you into their life, into their home. It's that connection with the people. Spirit is saying like connecting with people is way more important than getting a certain amount of money. You know, there's no amount of logic that's going to get you where, as far as you can go or where you want to be. And then we have this energy coming through. We have just desserts and apologies. So just know about this as well, and don't be distracted about this. Someone from your past is coming in with an apology. It's because they're receiving karma, just desserts. At the bottom of that card, it says karma, karma, karma. At the bottom of apologies, it says admitting fault. So this is going to feel good. This is going to give you, I feel like, a boost to really go for it. Yeah, we have marriage and closure. Vows of love. Spirit's like, now we can talk about marriage. Now that they have gotten the message that I've been sending them, again, we can talk about marriage. And that message is, you guys need to meditate. You need to connect with a higher power. You need to work with that deity. Meditate, working with the deity. Those are the two things. Meditation is going to bring you revelation, and working with the deity will also bring you revelation, or that higher power, to connect the dots. And then Spirit's like, oh, by the way, we got this person of the past trying to come into your life, and that's also going to set you free and allow you to move forward. We got the meeting card. So you getting closure with this person, having them essentially crawl back to you and ask for your forgiveness, is like just what you need to allow you to move forward. It gives you the comfortability to say, you know what? All right, I can let this go. Accepting transitions at the bottom of marriage, vows of love. And then we have meeting at the bottom of this one. It says a chance encounter. And that's exactly it, like a chance encounter. It feels very random. Let me pull from the cards of time. Spirit, what can you tell me about their marriage timeline? I see what they're supposed to do. I see what's being asked of them. What can you tell me about the timeline? We got so many numbers that came out for you. We have April. We have don't wait. Yeah, Spirit is saying like no more waiting. We have 20, we have 5, and we have 2. 5 could be May, 2 could be February. That could be, you could be born on the 2 or the 2nd or the 5th. You can meet them on the 2nd or the 5th. And like I said, February or May representing the 2nd and the 5th months. And then we have 20. You could be born on the 20th or meet this person on the 20th. There's also maybe an event happening on the 20th, I'm hearing. Also, what was the last thing? There was one more thing they were telling me about the 20th. Something about that date being significant in some way. You may be seeing combinations of angel numbers with 2s and 5s. And then we have don't wait, and we have April. April could be the month that you're getting married. April could be your birth month. Something about April is significant. Could be the month that you're meeting your person. But don't wait is clearly a message of Spirit saying, let's do this sooner rather than later. Let's get on this, you know, meditation. Let's do this. We have very soon. So I feel like things are going to, we got summer at the bottom of the deck too. That's going to be significant for someone. Your journey, and I feel like that's why Spirit was starting the reading, not talking directly about marriage, because if you pursue this journey with marriage at the forefront of your mind, or with marriage as your intention in some way, you're going to end up making logical decisions that will get you further away from marriage. Like, so for an example, if Spirit is saying to focus on your success carve your own path, start to allow yourself to be led by your guides, allow yourself to be led by your higher self, by your inner self, you know, that if that's going to link you to meeting the person that you couldn't meet if you tried to logically figure it out. The elephant in the room is I feel like you guys are marrying someone who's like very discreet, but also very rich. Like it is giving billionaire energy, or a very high millionaire, or someone who is in high society, someone who is very, very, very connected, but someone who works the background, or someone who does not hang out at the regular places. There are a lot of businesses that the public does not have any access to, the public does not know about. A lot of events public doesn't have access to, not broadcasted, doesn't know about. Those engagements that are happening, you have to know people to get invited there, to end up there. You have to experience and actually network and make friends, and not just for, you know, they can see straight through you. If you're just trying to find a billionaire to get married to, they don't want those kind of people. There are people who are like gold digger like, or people who are just trying to use them, opportunist. But if you naturally make sense, and if you're someone that shows yourself and you allow yourself to be vulnerable, they will see your value and you will end up in these places. So Spirit is saying, you know, focusing on your success or focusing on your personal journey is the first step to marriage, to meeting this special person. And it's crazy because we got the secret events card. So it's like an event like that you could not pay to get into, an event that you could not logically come up with any sort of perfect plan or argument or reasoning that would get you there. It's like only word of mouth, only through experience. And then, you know, Spirit is saying marriage is happening for you. So it's very hard. We have the Tower card in reverse and the Ace of Swords. I feel like that's talking of discipline and chance. I feel like you guys want to do everything perfectly because you don't want to mess up. We got the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You may have like this assumption that if you put your effort towards something, or if you try, or if you allow the higher power to do its part, that you're surrendering or forfeiting your dreams or what it is that you want. And that is not at all true. Yeah, Spirit is like, I won't let you down, but you're trying to go about this in a very logical kind of way without the experience, you know. We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups is naturally a card of celebration and camaraderie. So you may be like more of a homebody. You may be someone who, and Spirit is saying you can be that. You can be an introvert. This is about connecting with people who you are in alignment with. This is not about being who you're not. This is about allowing your natural path to take you where this abundance is, and it will, but there's a level of trust and also working with an entity outside of you that's going to get you there. We have the Six of Swords, allowing your journey to unfold, allowing you to soar on the wings of angels. There's this very like kind of magical, mystical, unknown element to your spread. This is about the journey, the climb. I'm hearing by Miley Cyrus. Getting you there, the journey in itself. And a lot of people, you know, feel like, I was just doing a reading with someone like this the other day, and she was asking if she was on, you know, the right path or not. And I was telling her like, absolutely. I was getting so much positivity from her spread, even though her life is kind of chaotic at this time. And it just came to me, Spirit was like, she feels like, you know, if she's on the right path, then things should look smooth for her. But Spirit is saying like the biggest blessings in your life, a lot of time, once you look back on your journey, that windy road is what got you there. That's what got you there. It was never a path of stability that made sense that got you there in the first place. A lot of famous people, it was them pursuing their dream and opening to serendipity and just being where, you know, they were called to be, playing some small club that cause them to be exposed by a big producer, but if they would have gone to a different club because maybe it was bigger or more respected, or logically they felt like they'd be more likely to meet someone there, they wouldn't have gotten their big break. You know, it's the nonsensical. It's I feel kind of overwhelmed with this spread, because I just feel so much love, and I feel Spirit's presence so strong, and I'm understanding myself as well. Like, you know, what gets you where you dream to be is not what logically makes sense, and that's ultimately what Spirit is saying. So we got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit is saying, I can't bless you if you're too rooted and grounded where sense lies, really in the left brain. You know, allowing yourself to open to chance is going to be the biggest thing. So let me see what this person is like. I'm not going to take all of these that flew out, but we have 2 that came out so far, and I'll pull a couple more. So we have the Primrose, Youthful Love. Oh, I love that. I love that. Feels like high school, feels like having a crush where you're playful with each other. The Hydrangea, Thankfulness and Understanding. The Primrose, Youthful Love. If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. This is someone who really feels like you're the best thing since sliced bread. This is also about your own windy path to to love, always ending up, you know, ending up where you always wanted to be, or always meant to be through chance. Hydrangea with Thankfulness and Understanding. Before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another, which is so funny with this person coming in for these apologies. I feel like you being comfortable in your relationship is also giving you the ability to forgive this person, because it's like, when you're not living with that heaviness because you've forgiven them, because you have the life of your dreams, it's easier to let it go. Because it's like, okay, I'm safe now, so I can forgive you because I don't feel like that's still with me. The Anemone with Anticipation. I felt like an arrow being pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. That's where you guys are right now. Like, I feel like everything that you could dream of has been a dream that you've had, because you can have it. And Spirit is saying, here it is. And then we have the Amaryllis with Determination and Creative Achievement. I love this, because this is giving me like creativity and determination energy, where this person has the creative aspect of their mind and the logical aspect of their mind working together. It says you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. So I feel like this person is very creative, and I feel like they're kind of just like you in a way. This feels like a childish kind of love. This feels like an angel. It's giving me an energy like you would have never expected this, but this person gives you something genuinely to be thankful for. And this person is waiting for you like you've been waiting for them. So that is what I have for you, group 3, kind of all over the place. Hopefully most of it made sense. Your journey, a lot of it has to do with like the unknown, the intuition, the magical aspects of the mind and of nature. So you can't necessarily put it to words. And I feel like Spirit is trying to initiate you to feel and to allow and to surrender to that aspect. So yeah, my Etsy shop is linked below. If you want a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Sunstone Crystal Point, this is your reading. Who are you going to marry? What will they be like? When will you get married? We're going to get into that today. So let's see. Spirit, this is for group 4 with the Sunstone. Where are they in their path to marriage? What is going on for group 4? What is the tea for group 4? So immediately I get a very soft energy where you're kind of being hugged right now. I just get this energy of you guys kind of crying, honestly. And I don't feel like it's because you're super sad necessarily. I don't feel like it's because something crazy has happened. I feel like it's more just because you've been trying everything and it seems like nothing is working. It's more of a frustration cry versus something super traumatic and crazy has happened type of cry. We have You're Never Truly Alone that wanted to come out. And that's exactly the energy I get, where it's like your angels are surrounding you at this time, taking care of you, watching over you. Yeah, we keep getting this type of energy. Okay, so we have ask for guidance and get out of your mental. Spirit is saying, ask for a sign that I am here and you will receive it, to give you the comfort that you are not alone. And then give us a part of your journey. And I say us because it feels like your spiritual team, whether you relate to fairies, whether you relate to ancestors, whether you relate to guides. I'm getting a lot of fairy energy just because I get dainty energy. I'm also hearing cherubim now though. So it's kind of like you have these beautiful baby angels working with you. Very soft spirits surround you, group 4. Very soft, small, and kind spirits around you, and they're really here for you right now. And they're like, listen, that's so funny because I just heard I can hear the birds literally chirping, and it's just like an energy of, we're here, Cinderella. Like, I just get, you know, the scene in Cinderella with like the mice and how the birds and everything's like helping her, and I just get this such a soft energy. You're never truly alone, and it's okay to reach out for help. Is what we have here. And there's just such a strong energy of your guides, like not wanting you to feel alone. Ooh, now I'm tapping into something else. There's kind of like this quiet revolution happening with you guys. We have beauty and confidence, and then we have make the change. You see how she's cutting her hair? I feel like you guys tried everything to be perfect. And now it's just about being yourself. As cheesy as it sounds, it's literally about living for you and you being in your most sincere frequency. Your guides are saying are miraculously quickly going to attract exactly what it is you're looking for in a partner. But there's a change that you have held back from making. I feel like because of someone that you are with. We got face your inner demons at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like your own shadow side is like your worst enemy. You won't be liked if you stay true to yourself. If you look like that, no one's gonna want you. You're not gonna get an offer of marriage if that's how you act. They don't like that. You know, there's definitely an energy of your shadow side just kind of bullying you, and you guys being so soft. I feel like you just try your best, but there really is like your shadow side, I feel like, is really aggressive. Like there's an energy here of you guys kind of being like yelled at and bullied a bit. So really practice your spiritual cleansing and spiritual protection at this time. I would definitely recommend a cleansing bath. You can mix some Florida water with just some regular, you know, like bath salts that you can get. I really like Dr. Teal's brand. It doesn't really matter which one you get. I like the lavender one. It smells really good and it's really good, but they have so many, you know. They have like one called ashwagandha or something like that that I really, really liked. It's like $5 for a, you know, good sized bag of bath soak that you can get, and it helps with relaxation and lifting your mood as well. But specifically mixing the Florida water or some mint essential oil is good. You'll feel really tired after, especially if you do like because like mint is good for banishing. So if you have negative spirit attachments, you know, you really want to go with that aggressive like mint oil, or the Florida water is really good for cleansing, mixing that in a bath. But just know you'll be extra tired after those because they're taking a lot out of you. Like think when you're cleansing your energy with sage, Palo Santo, Florida water, mint, you know, it's banishing these energies from your home. So it'll kind of take a lot out of you energetically. So just know that. But we have the end of a chapter here. So I feel like cleansing this energy. I also get a buildup of energy where spirit is kind of saying like, the buildup from the last chapter is a big part of what's still sitting with you, kind of weighing down your aura. And it's time to step into yourself. I'm seeing Sailor Moon. Maybe you guys really watch Sailor Moon, but I'm hearing Serenity, which I'm pretty sure, wasn't her real name Serenity? I don't know. But I'm seeing Sailor Moon, and I'm seeing you step into the true version of yourself. We have spring. We also have a Leo season, July 23rd to August 22nd. You may have always wanted a spring wedding. And that's so funny because I didn't feel that energy right away as, oh, you're getting married in the spring and now we have summer that just came out. So, or you're meeting them in the spring. There's kind of an energy here of maybe some of you meeting them in the summer, you're having a spring wedding, or vice versa. Something about Leo season is significant. You may be a Leo yourself. We have weeks, yeah, and it's so funny because for every other group, I got more information of where they were in the journey. Like I pulled from multiple decks before I pulled from the cards of time. And for you guys, I felt cards of time right away. And I feel like that's because you're so close to meeting your partner that you're getting married to. I will say it does have something to do with a change though, you know, tapping into your, confidence is kind of a dangerous word because confidence, I feel like for you guys will make you feel like that means you have to like be a certain kind of way or embody like a baddie energy. And I just don't feel like you are that person. Maybe stepping into that version of yourself is the revolution, but I don't want you guys to like force it or feel like you just have to put on this face that isn't naturally you. We have February that came up as well. And then we have don't focus on the time and it depends on someone else's actions. So you guys, seriously, asking for guidance is going to be so important because I feel like I feel like it's more important that you focus on yourself and clearing your energy and tapping into your truer version of yourself. And I do feel like it's very aesthetic. I keep being drawn back to her cutting her hair and it's purple. So I feel like, you know, some sort of aesthetic change. It could be the way you dress. It could be, you know, your hair. Hair also holds memory. So you may be being called to shave your head right now so that you can step into that new version of yourself. And honestly, listen, we're in a very interesting time of, you know, we got hair magicians out here, okay? Like you can wear a wig that looks like it's literally coming out of your scalp. So don't be afraid to shave your head bald. Pull a Britney, because it ain't like nobody gonna be able to know anyway unless you just want to go bald headed, which is also cute. Amber Rose, like the girls are, listen, okay, bald heads are in, so don't be afraid. But yeah, I get this energy with you guys where your spirit team, a higher power, is bringing in love for you, and it's going to happen very quickly. And I feel like everybody's working together, like all hands on deck. I just get so much love and softness with you guys. And with you, it's just about stepping into your new version of yourself. And I think that the confidence is about the non-wavering of going back to who you are now or who you were, less about like being confident and when you go into public radiating confidence, and it's more of a silent, quiet confidence of who you are, confidence based on you know who you are and being confident about who you are versus like trying to appear confident to other people. Like I feel like you guys are kind of very charming in a way, but it's taken you so far away from yourself because you spent so much of your time, so much of your life being someone else's fantasy that it's time to just kind of live for you. So it's like Spirit's like, don't worry about your impact on other people. Spirit, what can you tell me? We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Hangman. So yeah, Spirit is saying no more of this balancing act, no more trying to be perfect, no more carrying all the load. It's all about surrender with the Hangman for you. We have the Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse. So interestingly enough, I feel like you're going to have multiple love offer, and it does feel like a lot. It feels like a lot. It feels like all of a sudden you're getting all of these people who like you, want your attention, want your love. Like, it really does feel like, may the best man or woman, may the best person win. Like, it feels like you have an army of people fighting for you. So I feel like multiple love offers are going to come through. It does. I really keep hearing 7. And I know we got the 7 of Wands, but I keep hearing 7 because I'm like, okay, 3. I'll say 3, at least 3. But Spirit keeps saying, no, it's 7. And I'm like, well, yeah, we have the 7 of Wands. And Spirit is saying, no, 7 people. I'm like, okay. 7 love offers. That's just so crazy. That's just so crazy, especially for those of you who are like, you know, more introverted. You've never had like a whole lot of attention all at once. It's gonna be hard to believe or hard to manage, but we have the 9 of Wands, so you're definitely ready and deserving. And I feel like it's just the reward. See, the thing about did I say 7 of Wands? I meant the 9 of Wands. We have the 9 of Wands here. 7 of Wands came out before. But it's kind of like 9 of Wands energy is like returning home after war. You know, imagine like back in the day returning home after war. Even now, like you return back home after being deployed for a long time. You know, first of all, even when you're in the airport and you're still suited and booted, like you have people paying their respects to you, but going home, you know, there's your family, there's friends, you know, everyone is there to greet you and they're so grateful. And there's like this party energy for weeks or months where people are like wanting to see you. They haven't seen you for a while. You haven't been in town for a while. And that's the energy I get, where it's like you guys have been through it. And I feel like there's this level of you guys doing a lot of energy work. Your path is very disconnected from the majority in some way. But yeah, I see you guys returning home, and it's like you have all these people who would love to date you because they see your strength and your power. And I'm hearing like 300, the movie 300, you know, the Spartans, and was it the Spartans? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about, you know, the movie 300, like about their bravery and their magic. That's the beauty of, you know, the whole situation in war, to see people stand up and to be a warrior, like, is so admirable. And I don't know, I just feel like this shift in yourself, this quiet confidence, is having an impact on people around you. People are very affected by your aura and very attracted to you. So we have the King of Swords in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Spirit doesn't want you to worry your pretty little head about anything, really. Let's see, Spirit, what is their spouse gonna be like? Purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. It says the present moment is filled with joy and happiness, and if you are attentive, you will see it. So I feel like Spirit is like trying to get you to wake up. I don't know, there's something like, there's this energy of you guys not being fully here, not being fully present. And that's why I was feeling like your path has been a lot of energy work, because it's almost like you've lived in a parallel reality. It's hard to explain. We have the primrose with youthful love. If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. So pretty. Yeah, and the energy is very pretty. The energy is very much so giving, I love you, I care for you, I want to be close to you. It's giving youthful, it's giving, you know, and it's funny because the first one that we got was purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. So there's an energy of you guys getting to finally have that experience that you saw other people go through. We got the Venus Mala with delicate, fleeting beauty. When life is coming up, or what it says, when life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty and hidden within them. So I feel like the romance that you're gonna get is gonna feel like a high school sweetheart, someone untouched. I'm also hearing in some way, someone who's always kind of been meant to be with you in some way. We have the Chiropsis with always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Yeah, there's an energy of you guys, your partner is very optimistic, very open-hearted, destined to be with you, I'm feeling. someone who's delicate, someone who's soft. If you're a feminine looking for masculine, I feel like you may gravitate towards more like softer masculines that aren't misogynistic, like very soft boy, may even wear a maid outfit for you type of if you're into it type of energy here. We got the daffodil with rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as the end of a chapter, painful endings, it says. So there's definitely an energy here of this person being the light at the end of the tunnel. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? That's crazy. I literally knew the cosmic egg was going to be the first card out. I don't know how, but I was like, yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. And I get this Kuan Yin energy where you guys are really being taken care of and wrapped by absolute love, wrapped by compassion, deities and entities that really care about you, that want to protect you. I see you living the soft life moving forward. As far as when you guys are going to get married, I would say within the next year, and I don't want to like put out a time frame that's too soon and unrealistic, but that is what I got from this spread, that it's going to be rather quick. Our Lady Guadalupe and the cosmic egg. The cosmic egg says the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me and I am a force of ever expanding love. That's exactly what I feel. I feel like you've done so much energetic work and also work for the collective. You know, a lot of times when we look at other countries, like I live in the United States, and a lot of people from the outside in look at the United States and they feel like, you know, Americans are crazy. But the thing is, like, if it wasn't here, it would be somewhere else. This energy has to be worked out. And a lot of crazy things happen here, and people are just like so quick to say Americans are crazy, but what they don't realize is that this energy is here on Earth. And if Americans didn't stand up 10 toes and work out this energy and experience this craziness, you'd be experiencing that at another place in this world, because this energy has to be worked out, period. Or it's always going to exist and it will come to a head and you will have to deal with it. So there's just this energy of people needing to put respect on your name, because at the end of the day, we're the ones going through it, standing up 10 toes. So be grateful and sit down. Be humble. Like, I don't know why that came through channeled for you guys, and I don't know why America was the example, but that's what I get with you guys, where it's like you've been through some hard stuff. And I feel like the life that you lived has been very different from the typical experience. Like the typical childhood or teenage experience you guys haven't had. You've lived a very different life. And if it wasn't you, it would have been someone else. So you've done a great duty and given a lot to the collective. You deserve this. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Our Lady Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection, it says, I am safe, divinely protected, and I am held and love at all times. So angels are definitely around you. We have Thecla, the prophetess of true power, and I feel you walking into this if you haven't already. I call my power back from all times and places. I am my own. So people that you've dealt with in the past can no longer call you theirs. You are now completely yours, and I feel like that's where the cutting of the hair keeps coming from. You know, you kind of claiming yourself. We have Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Yeah, moving forward is about living for you. And this person that I see you with, the person that I see you marrying, is just like the perfect person for you. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like this was always going to be the person for you. It's like you've served a purpose for the collective, the things that you've worked through. If you didn't go through it, someone else would have went through it, the collective would have gone through it, and you've done your service, your dues to society. I feel like you've fulfilled your karmic contract, and now it's just like about living a soft life and just living and being happy. We have Parvati, the goddess of devotion. It says, I am a love that does not leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So you've done great work. That is what I have for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you. You deserve this marriage. It's your path is so much bigger than just the norm. It's so deep, and you really have to read between the lines to understand this energy, but I feel like you guys do because you've experienced it firsthand. Thank you on behalf of the collective, and that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.